Hey guys, Neomis here. So for today's video, and it's the first video of transfer stories of this season, I'm going to be talking about the rumours on Karamoko Dembele being linked to Arsenal, as well as Hee Chan from RB Leipzig being linked to Arsenal as well. Stay tuned to my thoughts and my views, and if you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button now, and please get the sharing going with a lot of the content. Really appreciate what you guys have done so far, but now let's get started. So, Hee Chan Hwang, let's start off with the RB Leipzig player. If you don't know who this guy is, go back and watch the Liverpool versus RB Leipzig game last week, Tuesday. He played in this game, and to be honest, he was one of the better players of that game, along with one of my favourite centre-backs, Dayot Upamecano, who I was speaking about all throughout the summer. But Hee Chan, I mean, this guy, he's quick, he's relatively strong, good technical ability. I mean, if Arsene Wenger was still at Arsenal Football Club, he would love him. You know how Wenger has a soft spot for the Asian players? Always said that on a technical level, Asian players are just as good as any other player around there, all around the world. And it was just really about confidence. And you can see that with like a lot of the players that are around. It's just that only really a few have really developed, and unfortunately Tottenham probably have one of the best ones out there in Heung-min Son. But we're looking at Hee Chan Hwang, and it's a bit of a mouthful, but you gotta get used to it. He's 23 years old, stands at 5'9" and a half from what I'm reading here. From obviously Korea, really talented player. Right now only valued at about 4.5 million, but you know, once you start getting other teams interested, I mean, the price goes from 4.5 million to 14.5 million very, very quickly. The same thing how what we saw with William Saliba. I mean, William Saliba was a player that virtually doubled because Arsenal were interested in him, and then later on Tottenham were interested in him as well. So that price sure to go up. Then you look at the positions that he's playing, very versatile. So he plays primarily as a centre forward, left wing, right wing, he does it all. You can understand why Arsenal are looking at a player like him. Now, what I don't quite understand is we don't need another striker. We have plenty of strikers. We got Martinelli, we got Eddie Nketiah, we got Lacazette, we got Aubameyang. Or then on the wings, we got Pepe, we got Nelson, we got Saka, you know, we got John Jules, who's a little bit younger, but you know, we still have him. You know, we got players. We don't really need another striker. But if this is one of these things where, you know, reports get out about scouts and who they're scouting now, and he could potentially be an option just in case certain players leave, and you know who I'm talking about again. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, his contract is running out at the end of the season, at the end of next season, and this season we gotta get him nailed down. And if he doesn't, then you could see Arsenal looking to cash in on him in the summer and really looking to replace his goals, which, to be honest, is going to be damn near impossible. But if you could supplement that with players that are going to fit in, maybe hopefully other players will step up a bit, it could be seen as a pretty decent investment. And when you really look at the kind of goals that he scored, they really vary. You know, he scores them left foot, right foot, heads. Really, really versatile inside the box, outside the box. And I mean, when you're looking at just kind of raw numbers, I mean, so far he's played 11 games so far this season. He's gotten 7 goals and 10 assists. So, I mean, it looks like he's more of a creator, someone who probably is going to work with like an Aubameyang type, rather than being the one always scoring the goals. But he has shown that he's perfectly capable of scoring goals as well. Also, this could be one of these situations whereby we all know Mesut Ozil is going to be leaving. It could be a nice situation where they're looking to bring some additional creativity up front in that final third. And maybe that's something that Hee Chan could potentially bring. And looking at these numbers, I'd say why not? It also puts pressure on the other forwards that we have, and really gives us some competitive drive going forward. But will it happen? Only time will tell. I mean, it's very early days. I mean, right now it is October 9th and we're talking about transfers already. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. So next one on the list, Karamoko Dembele. Now, I've seen clips of Karamoko Dembele. Karamoko Dembele is 16 years old. This guy is not even starting like on a regular basis. You know, he played the first game of the season for Celtic and really showed what he can do. Physically, he hasn't even really developed. I would say right now he's probably at like 5'6", 5'7". The boy, he's a boy. The boy is tiny. Like, and for me, not quite ready, but you can see that there's a player there and he has it all. Like, if you thought Saka was good, I mean, this guy has speed, strength, the dribbling ability, the quickness. In the game that I saw him play against with Celtic at the start of the season, and you know what? He's shown that he really has the potential to develop into a real top-class player. Not sure about world-class, but definitely a player that's going to be playing at the top end of the game. So right now, I mean, they only really have stats for like the fact that he's played one game. But what you're really getting is you're getting a player who is English, and he's got dual nationality, so he could play for both England and Scotland. Right now, he plays primarily as like a left winger, but there are talks about potentially him playing on the right as well, and potentially up front. But you're basically buying another English player. That's what we want. Like, why not? If we have the opportunity to buy Karamoko Dembele, let's bring him back to London, bring him back to England, bring him back to, you know, where we could start to get him into the England setup. And who knows, maybe playing for Arsenal will help to fast track his development within the whole England setup. And I know Scottish fans who are probably going to be watching this are going to be thinking, no bloody way. And I know that's a horrible Scottish accent, but they're probably thinking they want Karamoko Dembele to play for Scotland. But he's one to definitely watch out for. Right now, it's only valued at £45,000, which, to be honest, is absolutely nothing. It's a player for the future. Somebody like Karamoko Dembele, he's eventually going to go for probably about $1 million or $2 million, to be really honest. And I say, you know what, why not? We got one player in the summer from Celtic who looks like he's a real top player. And let's go for another player that in 2 to 3 years could be seen as one of the next big things. Lots of comparisons to Raheem Sterling, to be really honest. Lots of comparisons there. The same mold, same kind of quick dribbling ability. It's just about whether he could bring goals, but let's see what happens. But guys, let me know what your thoughts on the likes of Karamoko Dembele. Do you think that we should be going after someone like him? Yes, he is one for the future, so it probably might be a good investment. Or what do you think about Hee Chan Hwang? Do you think we should be going after him? Do you think he'd bring additional value to what Arsenal offer right now? Leave your comments below. This is the first transfer video of the season. Can't believe it's already started. But I'll be continuing kind of bringing these through. I've noticed this week things are starting to kind of pick up and ramp up going in terms of the transfer stuff. Probably because we're on international break. But let's get these rolling. Let's get the discussion going. And I'll see you again next time. Peace.